Guys. Good morning. Good morning. I'll be right back. Okay. I hope everyone's doing well. I got big circles under my eyes, but it's because I have hardly slept. But that's okay. I got guided to just get out of bed, so I'll have a great sleep tonight. Someone is trying to be sneaky, okay? These same energies are still trying to be sneaky, okay? What I was getting was that they came together, okay? It wasn't over message, okay? So it wasn't one of their planned attacks like in the past, okay? They came together without saying anything over Messenger. I heard WhatsApp and LinkedIn. Okay, I also heard Reddit. Okay, so they didn't message over their Messenger. I also heard Signal. Okay, so they didn't message over their Messenger. Okay, Messenger, Facebook Messenger. Okay. Anyways, it could be any of those platforms, but they made sure not to do that, but they grouped together. Okay, so they wanted you to pick up on a specific energy or a few specific energies, and it was a betrayal energy. Okay, it was a sneaky energy. Okay, these people from the past. Okay, these past sneaky people who had attacks at your life prior to this, that were over message, and those messages have been extracted. Okay, anyways, they made sure not to do that. Okay, because they wanted you to come off as delusional. Okay, so what they did was they knew what their next plan was, but they put that out of their head. Okay, they know their intent is to be sneaky, to snake you, but they put that out of their head, and they came together and they all thought the same thought, or thought the same thoughts of diabolical. Okay, and then they wanted you to express this. Okay, they wanted this thought to be so intrusive, okay, with all their minds put together. They wanted this thought to be so intrusive that you would panic and go ahead and report something that didn't really exist, okay, because it wasn't over Messenger, it wasn't over anything. They just came together and thought this really hard for quite some time to cause you confusion, to make you bring forth something that didn't exist, okay? But you didn't end up doing that. You didn't end up doing that. It's like, what's the point of reporting any sort of attack? I've reported identity fraud. I've reported my phone being hacked, but I never reported any attacks. What's the point? The cops aren't going to do shit, you know? What's the point? So you can call somebody a rat? No, I'm not going to allow you to do that. Fuck off. Okay, so they wanted to like play the streets, but then also play the cops where they're delusional. And it didn't work. It didn't work. Somebody's guides just bypassed this intrusive thought energy and picked up on the actual intended attacks. Okay. All right. And you're like picking up on their anxiety too, because they're caught. Yeah, they wanted to steal your peace. They wanted to steal your they didn't want you, they wanted you to look like your gifts were fake. And then your upset energy, your upset energy, they were going to siphon that. These people, like, they get people emotionally off balance and siphon that energy. that energy of fear, that energy of hate, that energy of not being supported, emotionally neglected, that energy, that's the energy that they siphon. So they wanted your gifts to seem inaccurate. So they were like, these are the intrusive thoughts. Okay, and then they wanted to attain these as if it was fake gifts. Okay, and then I'm also getting, you have gifts and this person doesn't. Okay, they siphoned your energy, gathered the gems that you were putting out. This is a fraud. Like, those aren't your investments, those aren't your lessons, those aren't, it's just not yours. And it you lack something. There's something that you lack, and it's that empathy, that knowing what to say based off of the energy that you're feeling. Okay, knowing how to kind of like neutralize. I'm getting like neutralize, like picking up on the energy and knowing what energy to bring to balance out whoever's in need here. You don't have that ability. So it's like, yeah, you take what this person says, but then you don't have the empathy part to keep on going. Okay, because these aren't your gifts. It's stolen investments here. So there's also stolen investments. They invested in a toxic marriage. Also, somebody invested time, money, and energy, and this isn't your kid or something like that. Damn. And this person knew that it wasn't your kid. They just didn't want you to grow elsewhere. Okay, they wanted you to be indebted to them, so they used this pregnancy as that. I'm also getting the biological father knew as well. They have a toxic dynamic as well. And this biological father didn't want to fund this child, so that's why they were so down with it. Yee, grimy. This is fate. This is fate that you find this out, okay? Somebody could be going through a separation or a divorce, okay? You could be thinking of it as a waste of time or a lost cause, or like just, I'm getting like a waste, but don't think of it like that, okay? You learned a lot. You learned a lot about what you don't want, about what you don't deserve. Okay, so when this comes out like this, it's like this is the energy that we go through before we stop investing in energies that drain us. Before we say, okay, I've had enough. Okay, I'm investing way too much and I'm getting nothing out of it. It's actually depleting me. It's depleting me and my energy. Okay, this is what needed to happen. The energy you needed to sit in forever, how long you needed to sit in it before you decided to no longer invest, to have this change, to put you on your right path. Okay, to put you on your destined path. Yeah, it's a gold digger energy. Okay, very off balance. Someone stole investments through a false marriage here as well. I'm getting like these are all different scenarios. And they lied about these how they attain these investments. Somebody's also gathered so much evidence against someone, okay? And it's about like it's about kidnapping. This person lacks empathy. Okay, this person could have like a bunch of recordings of children. Like there's some way that they make money off of this. And they were trying to like gather their own evidence and say that it was somebody else. Okay. Hi. What's up, Bubs? Yeah, I saw Parker on it. So maybe you can ask him for a turn. I'm on live and I'll come in like 20 minutes. Okay, so the door. Thank you. This Queen of Pentacles, this fraud. This fraud made money off the back of children, okay? Sneaking children, okay? If you feel like you know who this is and you're looking into this person, look into all. Okay, there will be like CPS reports of who lives in the household. You understand that this person is in a lot of households where the kids get apprehended. Okay, I'm also getting that someone, okay, this person, this fraud, trying to throw off someone's gifts and make them seem inaccurate. Okay, as if they were trying to throw off someone's gifts with these intrusive thoughts, okay? And then they wanted to gather this false evidence that you put forth with your gifts thrown off and change this situation by saying that you were delusional and getting these third parties that they've implemented to also say this as well. It's like they're just butthurt. Someone's saying that they're just butthurt. They're just butthurt because they didn't blah 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 blah. Okay. You can tell that it's not true because this person isn't obsessed like they are, okay? They're just not. And the only time they speak about this person is if they're in their energy, okay? If they didn't want their truth to come out, stay out my energy. It's so funny though, they tried to throw someone's gifts off. And it's like, no, this was destined to happen. Okay? This was destined to happen so that everything that you gathered falsely to work against this person that you're obsessed about, to call them delusional, okay? It is sufficient, okay? But it's sufficient within your diagnosis, not the person that you intended it for, okay? Someone's very upset. They're very upset. They don't know what to do next. Okay? I was also getting yesterday that somebody wanted to like cause some sort of gas leak. It could be like a barbecue, or if you have like anything gas in your house, it could be an oven, whatever. They wanted to create a gas leak and then ignite it, okay? So that it looked like a house fire. It looked like just a regular freak accident, but it wasn't, okay? There was some sort of action to do that, and then have someone be in there, okay? And then I heard carbon monoxide poisoning. Yes. It wasn't the first time this person's done it either, and they got away with it. He said yes? No. He didn't say yes? Okay, well, I am busy. You can stay in here, but you got to kind of be quiet. There's evidence gathered, like what they wanted to gather against this person, okay? It shows that someone paid to have someone killed. Damn. There's an ex here who lied. manipulated fear tactics with lies. Okay, that's changing. That energy is going to boomerang back. Those fear tactics, that fear, those illusions, okay, that cold, calculated, not being protected. People see you as like a gaslight, okay? It's a masculine, but people are calling this person like bitch made because they create drama like it, right? They create drama like it. Like they just create lies out of thin fucking air. Out of thin air, they'll create lies. There's some sort of debt here too because of a false marriage. Something's changing. So these people could be indebted to you because of what they spent of your investments within this false marriage. Yes. I'm not going to be that long, huh? Behind the scenes. Feeling energetically drained. Behind the scenes, false marriage. I keep getting false marriage. Somebody also wanted to kidnap someone's child at night. At night. Somebody didn't want someone's gifts to grow. So they like sacrifice something. They sacrifice something. Somebody could have intentionally got someone pregnant and then like made them get an abortion, and as they were going through this process of like terminating this fetus, they were incanting stuff as if to like behind the scenes sacrifice this fetus. Damn, that's fucked up. Okay. I feel like that's for me. There's a change here, okay? There's going to be a change here when it comes to this dark empath manipulating you not to be protected from their own attacks, okay? They're no longer protecting this person. They're no longer listening to their gaslights about you attacking them, okay? There is going to be a change here. This person is being seen as a terror, okay? As a menace to society. Are you cold? Someone's family was involved with this false marriage and the apprehension of someone's kids behind the scenes. They fear you not wanting to repair a relationship, okay? And they're depressed because they could be getting arrested, okay? They want to move forward with having instability so that they don't have to they don't want to have to reveal this, okay? Because then that means that it just means so many things, okay? It means that they knew so many things. It means that they had it in them to hurt your family, right? And this is a depressing thought of theirs that they want to keep secret. And not only that, they fear not being able to repair the relationship with the children or you, okay? So if this is you and you are a part of this family, my advice would be to tell this person the truth, but in a way where you sit them down and tell them that you need to have a serious conversation. Um, and then however you want to go about it, I'm not going to tell you how to go about it. Okay, that's on you to analyze and understand what you would be accepting to if you were put in this person's shoes. Okay, that would be my advice. Okay, be the one to tell this person, because if they find out elsewhere, that's where this fear that you have may come to fruition, right? But I'm getting that this person's very forgiving, okay? And I'm also getting that these children, they don't know any better, right? They love you, okay? No matter what. So that's probably what this say daughter or cousin, whoever the mother is, okay, or the single father, okay, that's going to be the conflicting factor of them not being just able to sever ties. Is like, my kids love you, they don't know, right? They don't know. So a mediator is always an option, okay? Or who knows, maybe they'll respect you for being the first one to tell them, okay? And I honestly, I don't know. Okay, this hasn't happened to me yet. But it's the energy of they want to continue to say that your gifts are false because they fear um, what they did behind the scenes. Okay, so it's not really quite confession time, I guess. And then they justify that with, oh, but what if, but what if, but what if? No, you just want to still get away with it. Damn. Someone could be keeping it a secret that they got arrested, or that they're somebody got arrested here. Oh, there's a family member too here. I don't know if it's immediate or if it's distant, okay? Yes, it's distant. Okay, so it could be like an aunt or like a second cousin, or like it's like not real distant. You probably grew up with this person, but they're behind the scenes, they're a fucking pedophile. Yeah, that's where they someone could be getting caught for this. Yeah, that's the fantasy. They're in their emotions about this. Yeah, fantasy about innocence. Somebody could be losing their children. Damn. So someone in your family, not immediate. It could be the co-parent's immediate, but it's not your immediate. Gathered false evidence, false messages. Also, someone doesn't want you to grow, to continue to invest in your intuitive gifts. So they're blocking messages. They're blocking you receiving messages from other intuitives. Okay. And they're also blocking your messages to other intuitives. Also, somebody was doing something behind the scenes with children. Okay. Gathering data about pedophilia. Okay. You know about this intuitively. This Queen of Cups in reverse isn't going to be protected, okay? They look like a predator because they are a predator. And it looks like that they tried to switch destinies with you so that they can escape what they've done, but they were continuing to invest in this. So it's like you would have just kept doing it whether or not you succeeded, okay? But this isn't something that you succeed in. No one ever has, okay? No one has ever succeeded in destiny swapping with someone. And if they did, if they tarnished this person so much that they chose not to live in their purpose anymore and they chose to live out that purpose, they were fucking miserable and they ended up burning out or just not being as good or skilled as the person whose purpose it actually was. Okay? And then they miss out on their destiny, the thing that they're really good at, because they failed to learn themselves in order to have that be shown to them. Okay, so it does seem like, it seems like the worst option. It seems like the not as good alternative. Okay, I always get this, but you know those alternative ending books? Okay, have you ever like read one of those and then you read the end and you're like, oh shit, no, I don't want that one. I don't want that one. It's kind of like that. They picked the worser one. Worser. They picked the worser one. Just by not being true to themselves. I'm getting like this person kind of has like an identity crisis because they want to be someone so bad, but they lack empathy. And like the person that they tried to put this on would never ever do that to a child. Okay, this person is like, they have a soft spot for children. Okay, that is an innocence that you're not supposed to impose yourself on sexually. Like, you don't understand what that does to a child, or maybe you do because maybe that happened to you and that's why you're doing this and keeping a cycle, a toxic cycle ongoing, but it doesn't make it right. You knew this when it happened to you and you continued to invest in it. It's like child molestation. And behind the scenes, there was like an underground something, man, because this 7 of coins in the reverse, it's not growing. It's like underground. This could be like an underground pedophile ring. There's something about like a cave too. I don't know, man. It's spooky. Somebody doesn't want to compete anymore. By any means necessary, have this person's family live in a state of fear so that we can continue to harvest their energy, so that we can lie about their gifts. We can call it an illusion because of how depressed that they look. Okay, or how they wanted to attack someone's family so that someone would be just fucking, high strung. And then they'd watch this and then converse on what to do next to this intuitive. There's a lot of receipts of this. There's a lot of receipts of this. Okay, this is like a voyeuring children. Okay, this intuitive, they said something that was very accurate in what you guys fucking do. This Queen of Cups is getting arrested. I heard CPS. This could be a CPS worker. Corruption, yeah, false investigation. Someone's like started a false investigation. It was a bad judgment call. They wanted to put judgment upon another to cause them grief and loss. They didn't protect this person. They neglected this person, they attacked this person, and then they called them emotionally unstable. That's so wrong. Like, not only are you not being a support to this person, you're attacking them behind the scenes and then calling it something else, making other people misjudge it as well. There's a change here, though. There's a change here. The wheel's turning. Now this woman who did this entire gaslight will be in her emotions. Okay, people could be attacking them because that's what they wanted for somebody else, and they're not going to have protection, not from the cops that they manipulated before. not from the street that they manipulated. They're playing both sides here, and this is what fucks this person. Spooky, right? That's why you don't do that. So many lies on this intuitive. So many lies. Like an entire illusion around them. Now they're paranoid. They're paranoid about about what they're watching, okay? They understand that someone was never competing with them, okay? And they understand how it looks by any means necessary, okay? Study this person, have them in a state of anxiety. Attack, 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 attack. And then frame them for some sort of pedophilia here. But it failed because the person that you targeted is an intuitive. They'll tell you exactly what you're up to. There's something about a kidnapping too. Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. The truth about them wanting this new beginning. Leading someone down the wrong path of grief and loss. This is like forced down the wrong path. This was enforced by stalking, by harassing, by gathering false evidence so that they could appear innocent. So that they could appear innocent. This is charity as well. This is like, damn, this is a lot of money, man. This is money laundering. They money laundered this fucking whatever they gathered with this pedophilia shit. They could have transferred it through your accounts so that it looked like you were laundering money through this clone device. You know that people know it's cloned, right? Yeah, this fraud, defamation. You defamed someone who's innocent. You tried to make them look unhealed by orchestrating heartache and pain within their life. And it worked for you for a little while. But now you're going through that same heartache and pain, okay? Because the people that you implemented to cause this heartache and pain, to make this person look unhealed, they're heartbroken that they find out that you're a fucking fraud, okay? They feel lied to. They're like, you did ruin their character. You did go all out. You did go all out. You made us go all out. It was a wrong choice. The wrong choice in love. Okay, this person would like pursue love interests and then steer them down the wrong path. There's false reports here. Someone chose the losing side. Someone chose the losing side. They wanted someone else to bear their cross, right? And then they wanted to move into calmer waters with this stolen money. There's truth coming out about a false marriage. There's truth coming out about a behind the scenes kidnapping. There's a truth coming out about a pedophilia ring and something, some sort of live stream. Stolen investments, something underground. These by any means necessary attacks. Calling someone's gifted nature accuracy, delusion, and depression because you didn't want to be with them. But that's not true. This person doesn't want to be with you, okay? The moon, they don't give you the light of day because you chose to attack their family by any means necessary. Of course, they don't want to have anything to do with you, okay? So you could be saying that this relationship is over It's been over, okay? Yeah, stalking. Wild, crazy. Wild, crazy. So the truth is out. This family really doesn't want any smoke, too. Something, they're fearful. They're fearful because of the truth of an apprehension. You know the truth, okay? But you're already done the grieving process. Someone's already done the grieving process. They already knew this for years, okay? It's just because you didn't tell them doesn't make it not true, okay? This person trusts in themselves. They trust in the divine, their higher power. Yeah, someone manipulates kids online. Like they pretend to be a kid. They pretend to be a kid. And then they receive something. This is sex trafficking, okay? They'll like gaslight these children into sending them things like nudes, and then act like they're a kid, like they're experimenting. Damn, they're trying to put this upon someone else too, an intuitive. There's a lot of evidence against you guys. There's also a lot of evidence that you stunted someone's growth, like their channel, whatever they do. You stunted their growth by stalking, watching, and then redirecting. Someone did like framework where anything that they sent out would be like false. It's like false background, false. I heard embedding, but like false guide, false comment, false whatever, so that anything that you would say on particular people's page would be rejected, okay? And then theirs to you would be rejected. They wanted you to feel like you were always trying to put yourself out there, and continuously you would get denied. But that's just them being petty. The people would want to interact with you. They like you. Okay, they feel like a kindred spirit. So if you felt guided to message someone and they didn't receive that message, or they did and you didn't receive theirs, okay, know that you guys both energetically feel that you're kindred spirits. That's why you keep getting pulled to work with this person, okay? You guys could share the same profession or passion or hobby, something like that. They're paranoid because hey guys, if I look orange, I have some self tanner on my face, so that's why. I am orange, that's why. So I was getting the forced abortion energy, and I was also getting another energy that combines the kidnap energy and the forced abortion energy, okay? So there was a karmic couple who manipulated a feminine into believing that she was a new love partner to the masculine energy, okay? Within this karmic couple, the feminine energy couldn't bear children, okay? They couldn't get pregnant. So they intentionally got this woman pregnant and intentionally forced them to have an abortion. This woman didn't want to have an abortion. They wanted to keep the child, okay? But they were forced. They were forced, okay? And you could tell that, like, their reaction going to the appointment opposed to the masculine's reaction and the karmic feminine's reaction. It's like, why didn't someone see it sooner? Okay? So if this is a thing, and I'm getting that it is a thing, okay? they'll incubate fetuses. You'll believe you're going for an abortion and they'll incubate this fetus. Okay. So there's like kids out there with like mothers who think that their child is in the spirit realm and they're not, they're fully grown. Okay. That is kidnapping, especially if you force this person to have an abortion. They didn't want to have it. Okay. That is kidnapping. Okay. So I don't know. This is just so crazy. This download is so crazy. If this is for me, give me my child, right? Just, and that's how any mother would feel. That's how any mother would feel. Um, and these people are psychopaths for real. It's somebody doesn't want this to come out because they feel like they want someone's family to raise this child, if like the masculine side or the feminine side to raise this child if they go to jail. It's like, what? Give that child to the actual bio mother. If you want, if you actually really do love that child and want a future for them, you should do that. That's what you should do. Okay. But they just don't want this bio mom to have this child because they envy this person. They despise this person. Okay. They feel like they're the bio mom because they raised the child, but you've kidnapped that child. Okay. You manipulated that to happen. It's so wrong. So wrong. And all this person really needs to do is find out if you have a child claim to you and get a DNA test. Okay. And then you get charged for kidnapping and whatever else. Like, it sounds so wild, but it's a real thing. I got a download about it. Okay. And I was forced to have an abortion that I didn't want to have. And the father was like, I was like crying the entire way there, the entire way back, begging him. And then he was just like, there was just nothing. It was just like nothing. Okay. Because in the back of their minds, they were celebrating. They've been wanting to have a kid together. Okay. But that's my kid. If this is for me, that's my child. Give me my child. Okay. And I'll look into that as well. These people are like, these people are predators too, right? Like, that's the energy that I've been pulling on this feminine. Okay. Someone could get CPS called on them. Okay. If this child gets apprehended, I want a DNA test. Just to make sure. Okay. It could have been an actual, like, somebody else's child that they kidnapped. But that's the download that I got about incubating fetuses at abortion clinics. Okay. It's like a underground fucking investment. Trafficking. So if you feel like that you need to have an abortion for whatever reason, everybody has their reasons at the time, right? There's no judgment here. I've had 3, one of which I never wanted to do. I never wanted to do that again. If I could go back in time, I would have never done it. I would have just kept raising kids. Okay, because I love children. Um, my life has just always been so crazy. So it's like there's no judgment here. But if I could go back in time, I wouldn't do it. Okay, so if you do, you feel like you need to, okay, that you have to. There's like there's a checkbox that says, I want to take home the fetus. Check that box and take your fetus, okay, just to ensure that it's not getting incubated. That's so wild. That's so wild. Okay, I understand now why some people are so against it. Maybe they have this sort of enlightenment, you know, because you can get like abortions at like quite far along. Like, there is a cutoff date, but I mean that cutoff date's quite far in, quite far along. You can incubate a baby after like a month. because there's people who are only pregnant for a certain amount of time. If everything that's vital is fully functionable, it can be incubated, okay? And this is what I got in a download. Wow. I've been having baby fever too, and I don't even have sex, so I'm abstinent for 2 years now. I think it's time to wash this self-tanner off my face. Man, that makes me feel sick, okay? To think that these people can believe that this child is theirs to raise when they manipulated someone, and someone doesn't even know that their child exists. It's an entire illusion. It's an entire mind fuck, right? I'll raise my child, okay? And I'll raise it to be a good kid, okay? I'm getting that somebody's upset over time all the time. Somebody leaves their kid to cry, just to cry. They feel like you just let them cry it out, but they don't even know. They don't even know to nurture them. Okay, they don't even know how. It's like it doesn't come natural. It's not instinctual for this person because they didn't get it when they're a child. They were a child, which is understandable. But like that person, that kid's bio mom could give that kid the type of nurturing that they deserve. And you're so selfish that you're depriving the mother and the child. Okay? You're depriving the mother and the child. And I'm also getting like a switched in incubation. Okay, so someone's baby could have had to like go to I don't know, be incubated for some reason, and they switched them at birth. Okay? That's kidnapping. That's kidnapping. Just because you replaced it, swapped it, doesn't mean that's not kidnapping. Like what within you would make you want to do that? I almost wish it's not my story, but if it is my story, those are my wishes, okay? Completely reasonable. I would even like drop the charges, you know? I wouldn't even go through with that. Just give me my kid. Wild, crazy. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Live chat. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, if it's for this type of lifestyle, you know that they're keeping it a secret from the bio moms for a reason, right? Because they would never consent to that. They would just say like, I'll take it, because half of us regret doing it to begin with. Okay, I know I regretted it the first 2 times. This time I didn't want to do it. I scream cried the entire way there. Okay. But they were being so fucked with the things that they were saying and like what they were doing and stuff. And it's like, it's not like they held a gun to my head, but they were saying fucked up stuff to me and like making sure that they had a vehicle, and saying like things towards me where I thought that maybe it was a blessing in disguise that I didn't have a kid with this person. You know, a complete mind fuck. But even then, I still didn't want to do it. But it would make so much sense as to why they were being like that and why I was pressured so hard to the point where I call it forced. Okay, I know I didn't want to do that. He knows I didn't want to do that. And I was trying to just leave this woman out of it. Okay. And then not long after that, she poisoned my child. Okay. And the night after, when we got back from the clinic, they were like fucking in the other room. I'm just like, oh my God, oh my God. And then so I went into the living room. I'm just like fucking sore and stuff. And he comes out and he like pretends like he's going to get something from the fridge, gets nothing, but then like walks towards me and like goes to like grab my hand or something. I'm like, don't fucking touch me, man. Don't touch me. I was already like trying to like plan my way out, right? But it's like these people are fucked for real, right? Deranged for real. So I got to be strategic with this. And I didn't get out on time. They poisoned Adrian on his second birthday, okay? And I know that because he was in his high chair when I left, and he was in his high chair when I got back. So if that'd be a fucked up storyline, that then like forcing me to like do something so that you can incubate and raise my child and then poison my other child so that you can get us out of the picture. Like what? That's some fucked. That's some twisted. That's deranged. That's a head case. That person belongs in a psych ward. That's where they belong. If that is the case. Like, why would I get that download? And why would it feel so accurate with my story? So if that woman has a child, I want a DNA test, okay? And if it's not mine, check their DNA, check the mothers and I'm getting a son, but it could be a woman, it could be a girl. Okay, check both their DNAs. They're not going to be a match. That person can't bear children. It's like their womb is like toxic to fetus. There's a reason for that. There's some sort of magic that backfires upon your fetus because you keep sending that to other women. Okay, guys, I gotta get off this topic. Um, I hope you guys have a good day. If you feel like this is happening to you or this could have happened to you, um, it doesn't hurt looking into it, right? It's a swab. You get your mouth swabbed and you send it out. Okay, and make sure that you don't let these people get a hold of it, right? Make sure you go to a physician that you trust or like out of state, right? You could always do it on like I don't fucking know, man, but if this is the case, they have to do something about it, okay? Otherwise, they'll be pinned for kidnapping, man, and that's a long time. And all of the manipulation to have that be put on in order, right? I like it's hard for me to process it right now because it seems unbelievable, right? Like that seems like unbelievable. Um, but I did get that download, so I know that it's true. I just don't know if it's true for me, and if it is, that's what I am entitled to. Okay, have a good day, people. Love you guys.